Laura Baecher. I'm a professor in a master's T-cell program at Hunter College, and we have been experimenting there for a number of years with the use of video for teacher learning. In this video, I will be sharing a peer interaction process that we continuously refine and develop to support teachers in sharing videos of their practice with other teacher peers for their self-awareness and improvement of classroom practices. There's really no replacement for going live to observe a class. When we go live to a school, we understand the learners, the teacher, the classroom, all within a context of the school and the wider community. We can get up and move around, we can observe in whichever direction we'd like, which we can't through video. However, video offers us so many benefits that we cannot gain through live observation. The first and foremost, of course, is the ability to observe ourselves on camera. We can also, through video, stop, rewind, replay, and more deeply investigate specific aspects of practice.
When we try to recall the hundreds of moments that occurred during a classroom lesson based only on our memory of the events, we need to keep in mind that what we are able to retain are merely the outlines of what took place, and those outlines are restricted to our personal vantage point at those moments. Video reveals a world beyond what we did or could have absorbed in the moment, what Schoen calls reflection in action. As such, video is a tool uniquely suited, due to its rewind and review capabilities, of evidence-based reflection on action.
In our Master's in T-cell program at Hunter College, we work with video at all points in the teacher education program. For example, to illustrate methods or to develop classroom observation skills, so that teachers early on recognize its benefits as a learning about teaching material. By the time candidates begin their practicum teaching at the end of the program, they are somewhat ready to examine their own teaching via video. I say somewhat because watching oneself teach on video is a powerful form of self-confrontation, which can cause anxiety and feelings of vulnerability. It is really essential to always keep this in mind when asking teachers to review video. What also really helps is having a clear process, along with a viewing protocol that bypasses teachers' tendency to be very critical or overly praising of themselves or colleagues. One protocol that we use, that we've experimented with in getting teachers together to look at their video, is to start with the teacher before they even come in to share video, is to think carefully about what teaching practice they wish to capture in their classroom and intentionally video whole class lessons. After they have footage from a whole class lesson, we ask them to review that and select an excerpt of a video clip no more than about 7 minutes, because more than that is really too much to watch and it makes it difficult to rewind and replay when the video is longer than that. The next step is to ask the teacher to sit down and analyze the clip on their own in light of a set of target questions like the ones I showed earlier that get them to really hone in on a specific practice, using timestamps so that they record moments of their video that they want to share before they come in. Then they do come together to watch their video clips in pairs or small groups sitting at a shared computer using an audio splitter so that multiple groups can be listening and discussing simultaneously in the classroom. The next step involves the teachers during the session taking turns following a really strict protocol so that the teacher showing their clip doesn't sort of avoid showing it and they get right into the viewing, and the viewers know exactly what they're supposed to be looking for in order to help the teacher who is sharing the clip. Afterwards, it's an important step for the teachers to go back and to think about some of the viewing gains that they achieved by sharing and discussing the video with their partner teachers. This is a really quick example of the type of video our teachers collect in their classrooms, with a good angle on the teacher and the students and good audio so that we can hear what's going on and determine what it is that the teacher wishes to focus on, whether it's instructions or use of materials, etc.
The ones that means you're going to start. Remember, you're going to see, look at what you see, draw it really quickly. It's not going to be perfect, just a quick sketch. Label what it is, and you're going to write on the lines, what do you see? And then answer the second question. Is it living or non-living? Let me take out what I'm going to put for the purple table. Oh, which table is the quietest right now? Now. And later on, I will help you move from table to table. All right. You just start, stay seated, and observe what you have in front of you.
We found that writing up their reflections afterwards is a really important step and a great assessment tool for us. This student talks about how the selection of a short clip helped the teacher really focus on a specific concern she has about her teaching practice, and that there never seems to be for her an end to all the suggestions, and it can be really overwhelming and even counterproductive. But the focused reflection really helped her feel she could implement the feedback she received the next day. And she also felt that she was ready and even looking forward to the session because she had become comfortable with feedback. She also feels that she is supported by her, not only the instructor, but also her peers. Sometimes peers might want to work online together and interact and give feedback to each other. This is a tool I really like for that purpose. It's called vialogs.com. It's a free available program where you can upload as many clips as you'd like of any length, any format. You title your particular clips in your own library. You set your own privacy settings so you could share your video just with one instructor or with a partner teacher or with a small group. One of the great features of Vialogs is that as you're viewing simultaneously to viewing the clip, you can also begin to enter comments. As you see below, it timestamps as you enter your comments. Once you hit post, you'll see there is a running record with the timestamp of all of the comments that have been made around that particular video. You can also stop the video and type and resume. When you click on the timestamp itself, it actually brings you to that spot in the video when you're reviewing. You can also respond to each other's comments in sort of a threading sequence. So let's take a look at what that might look like. This was developed at Teachers College, Columbia University. They're very open to feedback and questions, so you can also email them as you're using it. So here, this video has been discussed. The teacher has put comments, and then you can see where the reply arrow is, so you can have sub-threads responding to individual items and engage in an extended conversation. Thanks so much. I hope this was helpful, and contact me. I'd love to know how you're using video with teachers, especially in peer interaction.